spoiler alert, I adore this bag. Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ciara. I share videos on shopping for the best basics on the high street, how to build a capsule wardrobe, and I also do lots of bag review videos. So if that sounds good to you, then do hit subscribe because I would love to have you back for more videos. So in today's video, we are doing a review and overview of the Demellier New York bag in the midi size. And guys, this bag was on my wish list for so long and I'm so in love with her. It's, if you want a spoiler alert, I adore this bag. We're gonna get into all the details, what it fits, my pros, my cons, and I'm also gonna compare it to the Demellier New York Tote, which I have here so you can see a proper compare and contrast of the size of these two bags, because I think that's the question that I get from a lot of people is what is the difference in size like? Let's start off by just giving a little overview on Demellier. If you're not aware of this brand, they're a fantastic mid-luxe or mid-range luxury bag, and that means that they're coming in at under the €600 mark. I think all of their bags are under €600, which I think is fantastic. So they're women owned, but also their team of designers are all women as well. So it's a women owned, kind of women run brand, which we absolutely love. And they also have a lovely initiative in place where every time somebody purchases a bag, I think it's that they donate, it's like to a vaccine charity for vaccines for people in need. So it's really, really lovely. Hitting the nail on the head for good quality, good value, really luxurious items, and I have a few pieces from them now. I'm actually going to do an overview video on my Demellier collection, so if you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments and I will get working on that quicker. So as you can see, this is kind of a medium-sized bag, depending on how you look at it. It's definitely not as large as a big tote, but it's not tiny either. You're going to see some try-on shots, and just for reference, I'm about 5'8", kind of 5'9" on a good day. This bag is the perfect middle size bag for me. The way that I tend to wear this bag is just on the crook of my arm, or I will almost like hold it like a clutch, which I feel like I do a lot in photographs because I just think it looks super chic. But typically I will just grab it by the handles or pop it on the crook of my arm, and it's very, very comfortable. This bag does come with a crossbody strap, which I have here. The strap is really, really good quality. But I don't really use the crossbody strap, to be honest with you. I just think that this bag looks best as a top handle bag. I think it looks so incredibly chic. You definitely can use the crossbody, and I think if you're someone who needs hands-free, you know, if you're out and about or you're pushing a buggy or something like that, totally makes sense. But I tend to prefer this bag just as a top handle bag. I'm going to quickly show you what is inside the bag because I actually was using this just yesterday. It is the bag that I tend to use the most at the moment, especially coming into spring, summer. I think this color is chef's kiss. So we open up the bag and it's just a big one chamber space. As you can see, this bag fits quite a bit. I haven't changed this before filming. I've literally just grabbed it. We have a wallet, easy fits in, and then we also have quite a big sunglass case, a tissue packet, a mini hairbrush, an empty Haribo sweets packet, loose lip balm, and then I have my little pouch that I keep my makeup in. This is like a mini makeup bag. So I can just show you in here, it is just one big empty chamber. And then you have a zip pocket on the side here, which is really handy. You can put your kind of cards and things in there. Then you also have just a little slot pocket in here, and we have some safety pins that I've put in there. So in the interior, you can see these little D-rings here, and this is actually where you attach the crossbody strap. But what you could do is you could attach, you know, things like the key clay from Louis Vuitton, anything with a key ring you could easily attach to these. So if you had one of those card holders or wallets that has a little chain and a key ring, you could pop it on that. I think the interior is just really handy. I like that it's just one big chamber. I really think it gives a nod to the Hermes, even the Birkin style. This little lock detail here reminds me of the Kelly. Very much a great alternative to those kinds of brands. The quality for the price is fantastic. It has this beautiful grain leather. It's really, really durable. Like, you're not going to mark this. And I do think the quality is 10 out of 10 for the price. You can see the outside of the bag has this very simple, almost like trapeze shape. It kind of reminds me of the Celine trapeze bag. In the interior here, you have these two pop fasteners, which you can pop closed just to make the bag look almost a little bit neater when you're holding it. And then let's say if you were filling it up or opening it fully, you would pop them out. It also has these little pop fasteners here just to close it to keep its shape, and I find that it does close very easily, like you're not kind of fiddling with it. These tend to stay closed but you can have them open if you want just a different kind of feel. But to be honest, I would probably just wear them closed. So yeah, I think stylistically this bag is so incredibly chic. I think it's the perfect in between, not quite a tote, but not quite a small bag. And I've been wearing this so much. So just a quick note on the color. This is the tan grain with the white stitching. And I think this stitching trim makes it look so premium. It's such a gorgeous detail. I think there's 3 colors that come in this stitching trim in the Midi New York. It's the tan, the black, and I think there's also like an olive color with a stitching trim. But this particular type of bag comes in a huge amount of colors. You can get it in the classic black. It comes in a beautiful cream and off-white, but it's their neutral colors that I love. So my favorite was the tan with the white stitching, but they have a gorgeous brown color. It's so rich, it's gorgeous. They also have kind of a khaki caramelly color as well. I wanted to go for a neutral that I knew I would get the maximum wear out of. I'd say my top colors are the brown, the black, and the tan. They're just so nice. And before I forget, this bag also has feet. And I feel like for a bag like this that has this flat bottom, I really think that feet are essential on bags like this, because it means you can just plonk it down on the table or wherever you're putting it and you're not damaging the bottom of the bag. So in terms of wear and tear, I have only had this bag for a couple of weeks, so I can't really give you like a year update, but I have had my Demellier New York in the larger tote size. I've had that for almost 2 years now, and it has held up so well. It's the same grained finish, and that bag has no scratches and no defects or anything on it. So I think that this one is just going to hold up just as well. So I do think when you go for the grained leather finish in bags like this, especially for an everyday bag that you're going to be swinging around, I think it's a good idea because it just makes it that much more sturdy. So now I'm going to give you a bit of a comparison between the larger New York tote and the Midi New York tote, and you can see there is a substantial difference between them. And I think that sometimes when you see people wearing them, it can be a little bit confusing because people are different heights, but you can see there is definitely quite a big difference between them. So this one has a much longer drop. You can really comfortably pop this under the arm, which makes it a really good everyday tote. It's a great work tote. I use this a lot for travel. I pop it on top of my wheelie case and then pop the kind of like straps of the case through this, and then it just wheels along. It's so handy. I have a full review video on this larger New York tote if you'd like some more info on it. You can see that this one here, the larger size, is going to fit your laptop, all of your work bits, whereas this one, you wouldn't fit a laptop in here. You would fit an iPad, no problem. So I brought my large organizer. This is like quite a big size, as you can see. It's pretty substantial, and that fits in here, but it doesn't like have a huge amount of space at the top. So I would say you can put it in, but the bag doesn't really close around it. But you would definitely be able to fit an iPad in here. I'd say you could fit an iPad, some notebooks, you know, some things that you need for work. And this would work as a workwear bag if it was your smaller workwear bag, if you get me. Whereas this big tote is going to fit your laptop, A4 large size documents and things like that. So yeah, there definitely is a difference. When I want something bigger, this is obviously my go-to. So there you have it, guys. That is my overview of the Demellier New York in the midi size. I think I covered everything, but if you have any other questions, just let me know in the comments below. If there are any other bags that I have that you'd like to see an in-depth review on, just let me know in the comments as well. And of course, if you have not already, you can subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week, and I would love to have you back for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.